The first photograph you see is the tank delivery truck, backed up to the hole, and then preparing to set it down into the hole. That there's a 1,000 gallon top seam pump, septic pump tank. It does not have a baffle inside. It's just one open chamber. Um, and as on this end of the truck, it's got the 2 inch boot, or yeah, it's a 2 inch boot that'll where these pump supply pipe comes out of it, on the inlet side, which is the opposite end, has 3 inlets. You got concrete knockouts on each side, and then on the back, you have a 4 inch rubber boot. So you just cut it out, cut out to the center, put your pipe through, and then put a hose clamp around the boot to clamp it to the pipe so no foreign objects get inside between the seal, or it'll seal completely. The second picture is of the pump tank hole itself, and then you have where it's all set, and I got the septic tank plumbed to the side knockout of the pump tank, and I also that little red and black device inside of the septic tank um, is the TN filter, and then the next photograph is the pressure manifold up in the front yard where the 67 feet of T&J panel block were installed. The next one is pretty much like I said. All this is just from backfill. The rest of these photographs are just backfill and smooth up of the area. You can see the path of which I took for getting the supply line, around the house to the side there. The only thing on this project that was really pain in the butt um, was getting the old irrigation lines out of the way, because every time it seemed like every 2 foot I dug, I hit a daggum irrigation line. The homeowner didn't mind it, because he said he was going to replace all that anyway. So as you can see on the back of the control panel, photograph with the control panel there, and the pump tank riser, those white lines on the backside was all irrigation lines. Those were ran straight across the septic tank, and obviously that stuff cannot be on top or near the system. It can only be within 10 foot of the system. So I left it uncovered so his landscapers slash irrigation guys could get that all pretty much abandoned and just reroute the entire systems around the septic systems. And the next few photographs are just the backfill, smoothing up of the area. It was a lot of dirt I had to spread out in that little bitty footprint. So that job there took me, realistically, it took me 2 full days. I was actually out there for 3 days because the second and third day were only half days. So, but either way, the inspectors were good with everything. Everything's set correctly, and I'm just waiting. Now I'm just waiting on the electrician to finish his wiring to the from the house to the control panel, because they only got temporary power out there, so the wires just lay on top of the ground. Um, Once they get that done, they'll call me, and I'll call the environmental health department and let them know that electric's done. This next project is a septic tank abandonment. So hired to, pretty much abandon the septic tank. And in the state of North Carolina, the rules are pump the tank out, crush it in, and fill it in. That's it. So it's pretty simple. We don't dig it out. We don't haul it to the landfill, nowhere like that, because they obviously can't take that stuff. Um, so it's pumped out completely of all its contents, and then that septic waste goes to the treatment plants legally, like it's supposed to. Um, so, like I say, this photograph here just pretty much just illustrates what the process was on that. Excavated out, pumped out both sides, and crushed a tank in on itself, and just backfilled it. That's it. So that was pretty simple. A couple hours, easy in, easy out. So